Hi, my name is Lisa Willis, and I am a licensed life insurance broker. And today we'll be discussing how much insurance should one get? That is the question for today. How much insurance do you need? So let's get into it. Well, actually, that is the $1,000,000 question. There are several different ways that you can look at determining how much insurance you need. It all depends on basically if money is an object or if money is no object. So, if money is an object and you're on a tight budget, then you want to make sure you figure out how much you can afford to get based on your budget. How much can you pay um, each month without it hurting you or your family? So that's the number that you have to come up with to put in your budget to see if we can pay this each month with no problems. So then we'll take that number as an agent. Your agent will take the number that that you said that you can comfortably commit to paying each month, and then plug in that number to come up with how much insurance you could afford to get based on how much you can pay. So that's one way of doing it. Also, if money is not an object, then we will take how much insurance death benefit you would like to leave your family and then work it backwards to see how much that will cost you, how much you are looking at paying based on the number that you said you would need. So if you have small children and you're leaving behind a family, then you might want to take your annual income and multiply that, I would say, by the youngest child in your family. How many more years does that child have to be in the home, till they become an adult? So multiply your annual income times that amount, how many years left for the child to be, in your home or before they become an adult. And then that would be like your income still, your family still being able to have your income even though they don't have you. So that's a way to do it. Or you can look at how many years do you think your spouse or whoever you're leaving behind will need to get things together after your passing. Maybe you want to give them a good 5 years to still have that income that they would have had you been here. So times your annual income by 5. So there's just different ways that you can look at it. Now, many times the mistake that most make is that we only focus on the death and the burial. And so people just get enough insurance to pay for that funeral. But, guys, there's life after a funeral. There are things that must go on after a funeral. So it is good to have enough to pay, at least, if nothing else, to pay for a burial. But if all possible, you want to leave your family with a little extra so that they can carry on. Your spouse may not be mentally ready to go back to work right away. Maybe they still need some time. So get them enough insurance that they can take a year off or two to, to go through that grieving process. So it's more than just paying for a funeral. Now, if you are older and you have no dependents, you have nobody that's dependent on you and your income, then yeah, you all you need is enough to cover your final expenses. But if you are younger and you have dependents, you have people who, are going to be affected by the loss of your income, then you want to get a little extra to carry them through uh, the hard times, the grieving process. So that's just something to think about. It's really good to sit down with an agent. That's why it's more than just getting a quote. There are things that you have to factor in that your agent can help you navigate through. There will be things that you are not thinking about that your agent can kind of, help you to talk this out and figure out what will be a good amount to leave for your family. But ultimately, it is going to be based on your budget, what you can comfortably afford, because the amount you would like to leave may not be within your budget. And you don't want to get into something that you won't be able to continue these payments, because these payments are a lifetime. You'll be paying on this policy for your whole life. So you want to get something that is affordable, that you can comfortably continue and faithfully pay for as long as you need to have that insurance policy in effect. So I hope this has helped give you some, something to think about. And it really is good to sit down with an agent, more so than just making a phone call and calling, the insurance company or whoever it is on the other line that picks up that phone. It would be good that if you could get with an agent that you can sit down with, and that they can just kind of look at more than just giving you a quote. Look at, there's a lot of different pieces here that we need to sort out in order to find what will be best for you and your family. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this video if you have found value in it, and continue to watch the videos. If you have any questions, feel free to send me those questions, and I would love to answer them. And if you would like for me to sit down with you and help you decide how much insurance would be good for you and your family, I will be more than happy to do that as well. Thanks again, and have a great day.